Hi, I'm Vanessa Gordon with GordenLaw in Lincoln, Nebraska, and today is day 3 in our series on avoiding divorce and staying married. So, from the divorce lawyer's perspective, today's topic is about setting expectations, and more importantly, setting realistic expectations. And so, I'm a little bit unfiltered today. For a reason, because reality is not always what you see in the highlight reels, particularly on social media and even in your in-person interaction with others. And that can have an effect on the way you view your own relationship. And so we want to talk a little bit about that today. Uh, we live in a world now where we're constantly shown the highlight reels. We see everyone's amazing vacations and date nights and gratitude posts for their birthday and Valentine's gifts, and especially this time of year. And it's hard to remember that those things are just that. They're highlights, they're special times, they're the part that someone is choosing to show you. And particularly in a healthy relationship, parties aren't going to go and share all about the foibles of their spouse and every time they got it wrong, because those things are best dealt with and discussed between the two parties who are actually involved in the relationship. And so I think it's important to just remember a few things when you're looking at what you expect or what you're hoping will happen. One, you have to understand that every relationship long-term has struggles, every single one. People don't share everything about their financial stress or their arguments or their spouse's annoying little habits, and that's how it should be. Keep those things, as I said, a little bit more private. And then secondly, the distorted expectations in social media too of what is a big deal and what's not. We live in a really emotionally charged time where there's a lot of stress from a lot of different angles. And I think sometimes people are too quick to jump to splitting, which I believe is a kind of a therapy common term for where you see people as all good or all bad. And people are doing that not just in politics and dealing with coworkers and bosses and neighbors, but also with their spouses and significant others. And most times people are not all good or all bad, and it's a matter of kind of recognizing the mix and determining what part outweighs the value in the relationship. Finally, just being aware of what's real in ourselves too. The expectations we have of ourselves in relationships is important. You're human, your spouse is human, you're not mind readers, you're not each other's therapists, you're not each other's, one and only best friend. There's a lot of different things that go into making a healthy social connection, and it should not be placed on one person. And so it's important to just kind of be aware of those expectations, and then to recognize when you may need to adjust them, and to recognize what things are really truly important to you. And those are more of a boundary than just a expectation. And then also building a relationship that works for the two people involved, and not necessarily what someone's parents or neighbors or church or anyone else might think it needs to look like. So, I hope that this is helpful to you. And also, if you're at the point where you know that your marriage is not going to work and we can be of assistance at GordenLaw, please don't hesitate to reach out.